100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken to the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
20! 13!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, alert! 56!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third. They go play action here on first down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservative. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's out right at the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go. 11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're scoreless after 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now, that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
They'll try to run with Breida. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. D Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Agba just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Hey, let's go!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the motion.
Now it's Mahomes again. Being chased out left. It's Kelsey on the grab. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Butker able to put this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 50, yellow. Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
the blitz does come. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Kansas City! Mecole Hardman there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 21.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Salad. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go. 180. Right there. 21. Here we go.
They run again with Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. By 20! Watch the slap! Watch the slap!
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
They did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Line
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 13.
To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Watch the screen. 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 Hey, watch it.
Mahomes to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Philliescheeks show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Philliescheeks show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since